All things Mavs.
Blada says Lonzo Ball to the Mavs. Perimeter defense and secondary ball handling. It depends on what you're giving up. Because if you give up the right pieces, sure. Producer Sam, he's a Mavs fan in the background. He's shaking his head no. It depends on what you're giving up. But in all honesty, I don't know if there's anybody on this Mavs team now that I would give up. Had they still had like DeLon Wright and Justin Jackson, sure, I would have just tossed them aside and taken Alonzo Ball. But now you're probably going to have to look at trading one of the young guys like Tyrell Terry or Josh Green. I don't want to do that. Or trading a Josh Richardson or a Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't want to do that. Or trading a Maxi Kleber or Dorian Finney-Smith. I don't want to do that. So, unless it's like a second-round pick, sorry, I'm not going to trade for Lonzo Ball, but I do think his defense would really help this team. Kevin Hankinson says sleeper MVP. I know it's not a sleeper, but, I mean, he's the number one pick right now is Luka Doncic. I mean, if the Mavs are top 4, he's got to be an MVP candidate. Steph Curry is, in all honesty, was my pick before Clay went down again, but I don't know if he's going to be able to make that jump or make that play this next year. So, I don't know if it's a sleeper, but I'll go with Luka Doncic. If you want to go sleeper, Kevin Durant coming off that Achilles injury. I think he might be able to pull it off, but I'm leaning Luka right now as my MVP pick. Now, I think it might be Steph Curry, but I'm also leaning Luka Doncic right now. Who do you think will win NBA MVP this next season? Let me know in the comment section who you got. Give me your award picks for who you think will win MVP. Steph Curry, Luka Doncic, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Make your predictions heard in the comment section or in live chat. Let's go to this guy, BB, I guess is what we'll call you. He says, are you sure that if Giannis joins the Mavs, he'll be a good fit with Doncic? Here's the deal. You have an MVP candidate in Luka Doncic. You have a 2-time MVP in Giannis Antetokounmpo. If they can't figure out how to play together, there is a much bigger problem. I don't care if it's a perfect fit. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But no player is going to be a perfect fit. Like Luka and Kristaps, that was a pretty perfect fit, but then you got to think, defensively, KP can guard the rim, but he's not that great on the defensive end. Luka and Giannis, sure, they both need the ball in their hands, but I think they're going to be willing to split time with the ball in their hands if they're going to win a few championships together, which they would. And my pick is still, to this day, and I've held true to this, if Giannis leaves the Bucks, which I'm still not convinced he will, if he does, he's going to Dallas to play with Luka Doncic. So, yeah, I think they'll be just fine playing together. Andre Joshi says, any updates on the Mavs? Do you think they have the best duo after AD and LeBron in the West? I do. I mean, Kawhi and PG are good, but the fit isn't as good as Luka and KP. If KP is 100% healthy, that is the second best duo in the Western Conference. Nobody is Anthony Davis and LeBron. Nobody. That is by far the best duo in the NBA. But Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, nobody's touching them if they're 100% healthy outside of LeBron and AD. So, yeah, I think they absolutely are. Any updates, though? I mean, they re-signed JJ Barea. Nothing crazy right now. Now it's all about training camp. They're bringing 16 guaranteed contracts in. They have 2 two-way guys, so they have 18 people. That leaves – they also have Devontae. So I think their training camp's full. Freddie Gillespie, Devontae Patterson, and then Nate Hinton on the two-way contract and Tyler Bay on the two-way contract. Their training camp's pretty much filled up. Now we'll see who gets the last guaranteed spot. Vince says, with JJ Barea coming back, who do you reckon is the unlucky fella that will be cut by the Mavericks? My money, unfortunately, is on JJ. So the reason I don't think it's JJ Barea is because the Mavs are always going to need a veteran presence. In fact, every team that wants to win a championship needs a veteran leader on their squad. That's what JJ Barea is on this team, and it's a minimum deal. In all honesty, look, the Mavs like Wesley Iwundu. They think he can be a solid player, but I'm going to be really, really honest. With the amount of wings this team has, Wesley Iwundu might be the odd man out. I believe in him. I would like to see him stick around. I think he could make a real impact on this team. I know Luka loves Boban, but Boban's just not as useful on this team. You could watch for him. I think the guys to watch out for are Boban, JJ, Wesley Iwundu, and then I don't even know who else it would be. I think those are kind of the 3 guys. Maybe Cauley Stein if his game doesn't translate, but I think Cauley Stein's going to be an important piece to this team. Those are the players that I would watch out for that could be cut by the Dallas Mavericks because they have 16 guaranteed spots. Someone's got to get cut. My money, I think, is on Wesley Iwundu. Go pick up any team, any player that you want available today at this link right here. It helps us out when you go click on that link, so please go check it out, chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. The best thing, the absolute best thing that Fanatics does is a thing called jersey insurance. So that when you go buy a jersey, maybe you get Giannis's jersey, and then he leaves Milwaukee. Guess what? They're going to replace that jersey for free, but only when you go to this link. One more time. You can see it on the screen. It's just that obvious. Or maybe you just got your headphones in. You're listening to me while you're on a little jog. Chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. Make that little mental note in your head. Or if you're watching with us, open up another tab, open the link, type it in your computer, and then make sure you bookmark it, because that is the best place to go to get awesome jerseys at an awesome price. Andrew Gutierrez says, Kings fan here, do you think Hield and Whiteside could be traded to a contender at the trade deadline? I think Hield could. I don't think anybody cares about Hassan Whiteside. I mean, he's on a minimum contract, so you're not really going to trade him for anything super useful, in all honesty. I mean, if you package him with Buddy, yeah, you get a little bit of money there. But I think Hield is definitely going to be traded by the NBA trade deadline. Watch out for the Dallas Mavericks to get in play there. Maybe if the Golden State Warriors are like, this team isn't working, we need more shooting, they could go out and get Buddy Hield. Maybe if a team like the Lakers, it doesn't like what Wesley Matthews is doing and they want to package, West and maybe KCP, that could be a thing. But I don't know what the return is going to be, because people are like, oh, Buddy Hield, he just came out of college, he's really young. Buddy Hield's 28 years old. So, I mean, you're not going to, trade the house for him, but I like Buddy Hield a lot. I think he could be really helpful on a good team. Kevin Hankinson says, who will win Rookie of the Year? So my pick from the beginning has actually been Obi Toppin, because I think Obi Toppin might be the most NBA-ready player of this draft, at least when it comes to the offensive end. Now, defensively, he's not good, but when you're looking at Rookie of the Year awards, you're usually looking at what they did on the offensive end, and that's what Obi Toppin produces. I think Tyrese Halliburton would be up there if he didn't share the backcourt with De'Aaron Fox. Obviously, you got to say the number one pick it can be up there as well, even though I don't know if I would say Anthony Edwards is going to make that big of an impact. Wiseman, from an impact perspective, is definitely going to make a huge impact, and I think that will be something that, if he comes in and this Warriors team is really, really good and they're playing good defense, it's probably because he's holding down the middle really, really well. So the four guys, I would say, and I know I just threw a bunch of names at you: Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman, Obi Toppin, Tyrese Halliburton, and, of course, LaMelo Ball. Because I think LaMelo Ball will be the best player of this draft class when it's all said and done. I'm just not sure he's on the team that's going to help him succeed right off the bat, but could be any of those guys.